Hello, friends. So, let me ask you a couple of questions today. Is it that you fell in love with someone and then you got married against your parents' wishes? And then something went wrong, and now you feel that you want to come out of that marriage, and parents are not supporting you because of your decision? There could be a different scenario also where parents got you married to someone and still the marriage is not working for so many reasons and you want to come out of it. But again, your parents are not willing to support you financially, emotionally, in so many ways that they need to. Now, this is a very common scenario which I'm seeing so often. A lot of women post on Facebook about their personal stories where they are in bad marriages, violent marriages, and they are not being treated well, and they want to come out of those marriages, but for one reason they are not able to. That is because their immediate family is not supporting them and they are living through that hell because they feel that they have no one. They feel that if they leave their husbands, then financially they will have no support system since parents cannot support them or are not willing to support them. And so, where should they go? Now, let me share a few things which you can do in case if this is what is happening with you. Because, however, the situation can become even more complex when your parents, who you think are actually your biggest support system, they don't understand and they don't support your decision to leave. Now, this lack of understanding can add another layer of stress and guilt to an already difficult situation. So, here are a few things that you need to do. First is understand your parents' perspective. It's important to acknowledge that your parents might have their own reasons for not supporting your decision. They might be worried about the emotional, financial implications of a divorce, and especially if you have children. They might also hold traditional values regarding the sanctity of marriage and believe that you should try to work things out. So, this could be a very big reason. And in India, you know that society plays a very big role. So, maybe your parents are not financially sound and they have gotten you married off. And so now they want you to live with your husband rather than come back to them. And they might not have a source of living or they might not be able to provide for you and your kids in case if there are any. The second thing that you should do is try and communicate with your parents. A lot of times, just based on assumptions, we don't really talk to people. But while it is understandable to feel frustrated and hurt by their lack of support, attempting to open a line of communication with your parents can be helpful. So express your feelings and explain to them why you feel that this marriage is no longer healthy or sustainable. Be specific about the problems that you're facing and the emotional toll that it's taking on you. And maybe then they will be able to understand what is the problem. And there could be a serious thing that they are maybe not aware of. And then they will maybe find ways and support you. And I have seen a lot of parents who do not have the money, but they stand by their children. So, honestly speaking, it is really not about the money and just the finances. It is a whole lot of other things as well. The third thing that you need to do is work on finding your support system. So, even if your parents are not supportive, it is crucial to build a support system of individuals who understand your situation and they can offer emotional and practical assistance to you. This could include close friends, there could be other family members, relatives who you consider are part of your family who you maybe confide in, or it could even be a therapist or a counselor who at least you can go to talk to and they will give you a very unbiased opinion and they might guide you on how you can go about finding the support. Support groups are also available internationally. They are more common in India, not so much, but still you can connect with individuals who have also gone through similar experiences. And together, you might be able to find some solutions to the problems that you're facing. Other women who have maybe been through similar problems and how they have overcome them. The steps are going to be huge, maybe, but as you start taking the steps slowly, steadily, you'll be able to get out of the problem that you're facing. End of the day, you need to remember that you will be making the decision for yourself. So ultimately, the decision of whether or not to stay in a bad marriage is yours alone. So while your parents' opinions and concerns deserve to be heard, but it is important to prioritize your own well being and happiness. So be conscious of that and take a decision, a practical decision. Weigh all the pros and cons, think of everything that might be affected. If there is a child involved, you have to think of that. You have to think of the finances, the society, your own mental well being, everything. You have to take too many factors into consideration, and it could be challenging to do it alone. But, my friend, you are never, never alone. So remember that there are resources available to help you navigate through these challenging times. You can reach out to people, you can connect with even strangers. Sometimes strangers are better friends. You can connect, with lawyers. You can try and connect with like-minded people who are working in this, area where they help women to come out of these kind of situations. I mean, in today's world, there are lots and lots of options available. And why I'm saying this is because I have been through something like that. And at a very young age of 21, I decided to fend for myself. So I am here to support you. You can reach out, you can at least connect, and we can have a conversation. Facing a bad marriage while dealing with unsupportive parents can be a very daunting experience. However, by understanding their perspective, communicating openly, and building a support system, and most importantly, prioritizing your own well being, you can navigate this difficult situation and make the best decisions for your life and future. Believe me, when I was all of 21 and I was able to come out of it, you can do it too. There are various ways possible in today's world. When I started my journey, I had no one to support me, and work became my support. I started working slowly, steadily, and from $1,000 to where I am today. It was a long journey, but it was worth it. So, my friends, don't live in that painful um, existence of yours. If you know, if you are 100% sure that this marriage is not worth it, and you have to take this decision of leaving it, then take this step and try and find and build that support system before you do that. That is very essential, that you have someone, some people who can be supportive for you, who can help you in all the ways that you might need their help and support. So that's all for today, friends. I shall again connect with you tomorrow on another topic. And till then, take care of yourself.